Okay, so we both know that the oral contraceptive pill and synthetic hormones are widely used to mask these symptoms, such as period pain. So give us 5 top reasons why you would encourage women to look at alternatives.
Sure. Well, the first reason is that it's not actually treating the hormone imbalance. So the pill was designed to be a contraception, not to treat acne or period pain or PMS or long periods, or, you know, it was used as a contraceptive method and now is the most widely prescribed drug worldwide. So it's not fixing anything, first and foremost. The issues that it creates in the body are very difficult to fix, so it upsets our gut health so much. And so that is, you know, really creating a lot of havoc for a lot of people. And healing the gut, again, is, you know, it's a task. Well, it all comes back to the gut, right? It's sending people crazy as well. So that's the third thing that, you know, we're seeing is that people are reporting that they're emotional, that they don't have control of themselves almost. It's almost like it's not really them. They're living an out-of-body experience almost. The funniest thing I also find is that women on the pill have a much lower libido. So effectively you're taking it for a contraceptive method. It's very effective because you don't want it anyway. So that again, you know, women, I had a woman write to me the other day and she said, I love being on the pill. She said, but I have no libido, and what do you suggest? I'm like, well, I suggest you get off. So that's a really big problem. And then, you know, all the other health issues that come along, headaches, migraines, digestive issues, hair falling out, like all of these things, again, they come back to the gut, but there's still signs and symptoms of something that the pill, or all the problems that we're seeing because of the pill. Can I add a sixth? Children that are conceived when someone's shortly coming off the pill is another big issue.
Yeah, well, there's so many deficiency signs.
That's right.
It really competes with, you know, vital nutrients.
Absolutely. So because the pill really makes your body tap into its vitamin and mineral stores, someone that falls pregnant whilst on the pill, and that's very common, not because they're not taking it right, because it actually is not as effective as we're led to believe, but also because they are so nutrient robbed, they're passing that on to their children. So, you know, if they're conceiving whilst on the pill or very early after coming off, they're already behind the 8 ball. And then, obviously, we're passing that on to our children. The gut health of the mother is directly passed on to the child at the time of conception. So we know that we're creating a little human being that's going to need a lot of attention. The problem is not everybody understands that. So we're wondering why things, you know, why is autism a big issue? Why are so many children born with eczema and allergies? And this is one of the reasons we need to come back to and actually remember that this is causing these problems too.
So crucial. So with contraception, do you have any other alternatives that you recommend, and where can they get that info from?
Sure. Well, this is why I created the first e-course, Debunking Ovulation, because so many women were saying to me, oh, I don't want to be on the pill, but I don't want to fall pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not saying you do, but we need to be aware. So it all starts with understanding what your body is telling you. And reality is there are only a handful of days within your menstrual cycle that you're actually fertile for anyway. So when you start to think about it like that, you know, I'm taking the pill for the entire cycle for something that's potentially only a couple of days that I could be fertile for. So understanding when you're fertile and when you're not is imperative for every woman to understand herself. So that's the first thing that I recommend. And then when you understand, you can implement methods to prevent pregnancy, whether it's things like the cervical cap, or I know it's high school, but withdrawal is actually very effective if it's practiced properly, or other barrier methods. You know, I advocate for that, and I think, you know, moving back to what do you want as opposed to what don't you want, and people say, well, you know, I don't want to be pregnant yet, being on the pill's not actually as effective as we're led to believe, so it's not necessarily an amazing contraceptive method anyway.
That's right, and all those years that women are on the pure synthetic hormones, they don't know what's happening with their cycle.
No.
It's just forced, really.
Absolutely, so. It's not, and you know, that's the other big misconception is women are coming and saying to me, oh, but I'm regular on the pill. Actually a period.
Yeah, it's just that withdrawal bleed.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, crucial info. So what's the biggest myth you've come across in terms of hormones in the medical world?
If you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, you can't fall pregnant.
There you go.
Ask Posh Thighs. Victoria Beckham, she's got a tribe now. It's all about understanding your body and maximising your body's potential. So it's all good and well to be given a diagnosis of polycystic ovarian syndrome, but then why is that happening? So, you know, like I said before, the pill's not treating that, it's just putting a big band-aid over the top of it. I heard someone comment, actually Dr Cheryl Salmon, who I know you're going to do some work with soon, she was telling me that, you know, she heard that a pharmaceutical CEO had said that his biggest customers are women in their 20s who are going to come back and need help in their 30s. And it's disgusting because we know that the pill is causing all of these problems, and I believe that one of the problems the pill is causing is actually polycystic ovarian syndrome, because at the end of the day it's just hormone imbalance.
That's right.
So I think, yeah, look, we need to get some awareness around these things and really start to understand, all right, what is my body telling me? Why am I being diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome? And now what steps do I need to do in starting the healing process?
Right.
And it's very possible to treat.
Yeah.
We're just not given these tools. So it's understanding your body, it's being given the tools, and obviously then implementing them. But that is a really big myth, and we can always maximise our fertility and our reproductive potential.
That's great. And they're still ovulating, it's just at a longer
Absolutely.
in between
Yeah.
cycles.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
it's all about knowing what's happening.
Exactly.
And so what are your favourite hormone nourishing foods?
Oh, good. I love olives because they're high in good fats. They are really high in antioxidants, so they help to clean up all the mess that's going on in our body. But fats are so important to balance your hormones, and it's the big key missing ingredient in our diet. So olives are a great one. Eggs, again, for the same reason. They're like a perfect food, protein and fats together. So that's really high on my list. And then some of your superfoods like maca, being an adaptant, helps to balance your hormones. You can safely, generally, get anyone to take it, and it'll help their body to either, rev things up a little bit or calm things down because it adapts to what your body needs. Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Nat, and we can't wait to settle in and listen to your talk. So where can we find out more info about the couple coming up?
Yeah, so everything's on my website. It's just natkringoudis.com.au, and then, yeah, there's so much information on there. It's years of research and study.
Oh, that's fantastic. So head on there, and if you liked this video, like and share it with your friends because it's such important information that you'll need to know. Otherwise, until next time, wishing you loads of health and happiness.